Welcome to our channel, folks. Today, we're diving into some of the most pivotal moments in history. These are the historic events that changed the world forever. Starting off, we have the invention of the printing press. Imagine a world where books were written by hand, one by one. Sounds tedious, right? Well, that was the reality until 1440. Meet Johannes Gutenberg, a German inventor who changed the world forever with one amazing invention, the printing press. Gutenberg's press used movable type, meaning letters could be rearranged and reused. This was revolutionary. It made printing faster, cheaper, and more efficient. Books that once took months or even years to copy by hand could now be produced in days. This led to an explosion of knowledge. Suddenly, information was accessible to more people than ever before. Ideas spread like wildfire across Europe. The Renaissance, the Reformation, and the scientific revolution all gained momentum thanks to the printing press. And the impact still felt today. Our modern libraries, newspapers, and even the internet owe a big thanks to Gutenberg's genius. Next, we have Christopher Columbus's Voyage. In 1492, the world was about to change forever, thanks to one daring explorer, Christopher Columbus. Columbus, an Italian sailor, set sail from Spain with 3 ships, the Niña, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria. His goal? To find a new route to Asia by sailing west. After weeks of rough seas and uncertainty, land was finally sighted on October 12, 1492. But it wasn't Asia, it was a whole new world. Columbus had discovered the Americas, opening up an entire continent to European exploration and colonization. This voyage changed everything. It sparked the age of exploration, leading to the exchange of goods, ideas, and cultures between the old and new worlds. Foods like corn, potatoes, and tomatoes were brought to Europe, while horses, cattle, and wheat were introduced to the Americas. This Columbian exchange transformed diets and economies on both sides of the Atlantic. Columbus's journey in 1492 set the stage for the modern interconnect world we live in today, a single voyage that truly changed history forever. The Declaration of Independence. In 1776, a powerful document was written that changed the course of history forever. Thomas Jefferson and a committee of 5 drafted this declaration, stating that the 13 American colonies were breaking free from British rule. On July 4, 1776, the Continental Congress adopted the Declaration of Independence. It boldly proclaimed that all men are created equal and have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. This declaration wasn't just words on paper. It ignited the American Revolution, inspiring colonists to fight for their freedom and establish a new nation. The impact didn't stop there. The Declaration of Independence became a symbol of freedom and democracy worldwide. It inspired countless movements for independence and human rights. Today, we celebrate July 4th as Independence Day, honoring those who fought for a world of freedom. The Industrial Revolution. In the late 18th and early 19th centuries, the Industrial Revolution began in Britain, transforming the world with groundbreaking inventions like the steam engine. Factories started popping up everywhere, making goods faster and cheaper. This shift from handcrafting to machine production changed how we work and live. Transportation was revolutionized too. Railways and steamships made travel and trade quicker and more efficient, connecting distant parts of the world like never before. People flocked to cities for factory jobs, leading to rapid urbanization. Cities grew larger and economies boomed, but it also brought challenges like overcrowding and pollution. The Industrial Revolution laid the foundation for our modern world. It sparked innovations in technology, communication, and industry, shaping the conveniences we enjoy today. The fall of the Berlin Wall. In 1989, a momentous event changed the world forever. After World War II, Berlin was split into East and West. The Berlin Wall was built in 1961, dividing families and friends for nearly 30 years. But in 1989, the winds of change were blowing. Peaceful protests and a desire for freedom swept across East Germany. On November 9, 1989, the unthinkable happened. The Berlin Wall fell. People from both sides came together, tearing down this symbol of division with their own hands. The fall of the wall marked the end of the Cold War and led to the reunification of Germany. It was a powerful moment of hope and unity. Today, Berlin stands as a symbol of freedom and resilience. The moon landing. On July 16, 1969, NASA's Apollo 11 mission blasted off from Earth, carrying astronauts Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins. 4 days later, on July 20th, the lunar module Eagle landed on the moon, and Neil Armstrong took his famous first step. Armstrong's words echoed around the world. "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. It was a moment of wonder and pride for all of humanity. The moon landing showcased the power of science and teamwork, proving that we could achieve the seemingly impossible with dedication and innovation. This achievement sparked advancements in technology and inspired generations to dream big. It led to new discoveries and set the stage for future space exploration. The 1969 moon landing was more than a scientific triumph. It united the world in awe and opened up endless possibilities for the future. The creation of the internet. In the 1960s, a revolutionary idea began to take shape, a network that would change the world forever. It all started with ARPANET, a project by the U.S. Department of Defense to link computers and share information securely during the Cold War. By the 1990s, the World Wide Web emerged, thanks to visionaries like Tim Berners-Lee. It allowed information to be accessed and shared globally. The internet revolutionized communication, making it possible to connect instantly with anyone, anywhere. Email, social media, and online shopping became part of daily life. Today, billions of people are online, exchanging ideas, conducting business, and learning from each other. The internet has transformed how we work, learn, and socialize. India's independence. In 1947, a momentous event unfolded that changed the course of history. For nearly 200 years, India was under British rule, facing hardships and striving for freedom. Led by visionary leaders like Mahatma Gandhi, Indians united in nonviolent protests and marches, demanding self-rule. On August 15, 1947, India finally achieved independence. Jawaharlal Nehru, the first prime minister, proclaimed a new era of freedom and progress. India's independence wasn't just a national victory. It inspired movements for freedom and equality worldwide. It paved the way for decolonization across Asia and Africa, reshaping the world map and giving hope to millions striving for self-determination. The Civil Rights Movement. African Americans faced segregation and discrimination, but brave leaders like Martin Luther King Jr., Rosa Parks, and many others stood up for justice. Their powerful speeches and peaceful protests called for equality and an end to racial injustice. In 1964, the Civil Rights Act was signed, banning segregation and discrimination based on race, color, religion, sex, or national origin. The Civil Rights Movement didn't just change laws, it inspired movements for equality worldwide. Today, we continue to fight for equal rights and celebrate the courage of those who paved the way. The climate change movement. In the 21st century, a global movement emerged that's reshaping our world. Scientists warned of rising temperatures and environmental crises caused by human activities like burning fossil fuels and deforestation. People around the world, inspired by leaders like Greta Thunberg, took to the streets, demanding action to protect our planet. Governments and businesses began investing in renewable energy and sustainable practices, aiming to reduce carbon emissions and preserve biodiversity. The Paris Agreement of 2015 united nations in a commitment to limit global warming and adapt to climate impacts. These historic events have left an indelible mark on our world, shaping the course of history and our lives today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more